Okay, my name is Lawrence Oyor. I'm called to young people, the body of Christ in general, of course. I'm called to stir up fires of revival, hunger, passion for Jesus. And I have tools that I use in doing that. One of them is music. I also minister in the Word. I just have a passion to see people hungry for God and blaze for Jesus in these times.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Bamiloye, a.k.a. JayMikee. I'm a music producer, a graphic artist, and a drama minister.
Yeah, some days ago, just a couple of days back, about 3-4 days ago, Joshua called me. I was at home and mentioned, the idea of coming over and doing a song for the movie The Train.
We had finished the rough editing, the second stage of the rough editing, and I was to start producing the songs. And when I got to the theme song aspect, I discovered I had this solid creative block or creator's block, I don't know what to call it. So I was really stuck, and it just dropped in my spirit to call Lawrence. The reason why I could also embrace this idea so fast was because we had already discussed that we were going to work on a song together. It was the remix for the song titled Oh My Child.
He actually started with, expressing my desire to, sing on one of his songs that I heard recently, which I really enjoyed. And so when he, reached out to me concerning this song, I was more than excited to jump on it.
I called him that evening and I asked him when he would be available, and he said the next day will be fine. I was like, yeah. So he said he would stay over, and I'm like, oh great. And he arrived the next day in the afternoon, and we prayed and we started, because I called him with a blank slate.
This was a collaboration. We came together with practically nothing yet, on ground as far as lyrics and tune.
The only idea I had was perhaps we're going to remix the song Otobi.
When Joshua made mention of what we had planned out to achieve,
so we prayed, and then we did a bit of chord progressions, new style chord progressions towards that. And
we started out by praying, because God would have to inspire us if we're going to come up with something that was going to be really beautiful. We both have done music in the past. We just wanted something that would strike, something that would be different, something that will bless hearts, something that will be inspired and not just,
The following day, there was this chord progression that I had done that I thought would just be for the movie, just a sound for the movie. But then Dami heard it, and then he was like, oh, this chord progression is really nice, this is really good. I was like, okay. And then I introduced it to Lawrence. I said, like, look, listen to this chord progression. I was like, oh, this is nice.
And then one thing led to another. Then we went on, the piano. We tried to put in some chords on the system and just see how it goes. Over the night, listening to what we had, created temporarily, some lyrics began to come, so I put them down.
So he got a bunch of lyrics that we had to now start dividing into the chorus, which is the verse, which is the this, and we adjusted some things, changed some things.
I showed Joshua what I got, and then he had his own input as well. Tolu also helped out with some lyrics here and there. So eventually we were able to come up with, the full song.
Our brother Law is very heaven-minded that the song shifted into the realm of the last day. And so we had to be like, okay, the train is also talking about purpose and vision. So we had to turn the steering a little bit that, okay, let's balance it, So there's a lot of balancing, adjusting, shifting. It was a very interesting experience.
We've been working for the past 2 days or 3 days, and we have it ready now.
By day 3, to the glory of God, at 4:30-5 p.m, we called it a wrap to the song The Train. It was a very beautiful one. The song The Train is the theme song for the movie titled The Train.
Now we live in a time where there are a lot of distractions.
So a lot of us have lost that focus on the last day, the judgment day.
You know, people are losing grip as Christians of what really matters, and that is eternity, and that's that final day. You know, that's what we should be thinking about every now and then.
So this song is like a reminder, bringing our hearts back to the reality that we are on this earth for a purpose and a vision, and we will all give accounts of how we have spent our lives on the last day.
That's how we should be living our lives, you know, in anticipation of that day.
So that song it's a very beautiful one, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
So this song is a song that will stir you up to have eternity in view. This song is very anointed by the grace of God. It will energize your spirit. It will bless your prayer life. It will bless your word life, to refresh your spirit man. You can expect to be strengthened. You can expect to be refocused. You can expect to be stirred up, you know, and energized to fulfill your purpose in God. This song will really bless you. You can expect to really be blessed by this new sound. Working with JayMikee has been, you know, a thought on my mind for some time now. I think recently, probably a coincidence, but while we're talking about it, he mentioned it happened to him as well on Twitter. Someone is saying, you know, when are you going to collaborate with Lawrence? And I noticed on my page as well, that happened twice. You know, somebody saying, when are you going to collaborate with JayMikee? I was like, okay. So working with him, you know, has been exciting. He has, you know, a very similar kind of mind in regards to these things that I have. So it was exciting.
A lot of us already know him for his chants as well, but not only his chants, he's the manner at which, you know, as a producer, you have the way sounds should go by default, but then he takes it to another level and another way, and then you're like, oh, okay, one two sounds nice.
The spontaneity, you know, the freedom of expression. Yeah, that's the word. Just freedom of expression. Just like to just do it as, you know, as you feel it coming to you, and not being so rigid. You know, we have producers that are just so rigid. You know, this is what they are used to, and so on and so forth.
So it's always wise that when you're working with people like that, you don't dictate what you think is the norm or what you think is the way it should go. You can tell them that, okay, in production, this is how we do it. Because we had times like that where Lawrence will bring in one style, and then I'll be like, okay, Lawrence, you see, in production, it is like this and like this and this. But I will accept your own, no. But it is like this and like this. But let's go with it, you know.
I noticed in his own delivery of music, he can be really expressive and creative, and that's what I'm big on as well. So it was a very exciting time. Anything could change, anything, you know, just as we just keep flowing.
Actually, this is the first time that I'm going to actually work with someone in the studio. All this while, it has always been either myself alone or myself and my sister recording. My sister will do the backups, and then she will adjust and sing several lines of backups, you know. But this is the first time where I will sit down with someone, you know, and we will deal with something from scratch to the end, you know, and talking in the production terms and musical terms. So I was excited for it. At the same time, I was nervous that what if we don't gel? What if we don't blend? What if we don't come to terms on something? I mean, but at the end of the day, I was like, nah, it's been a beautiful experience.
No tension, no, you know, thinking, I hope he will like this or not like this. We're just being ourselves, you know, no tension. We're just enjoying ourselves, yeah, just enjoying ourselves as we're making, you know, music happen. And God was, you know, in the center of it. It was all in an atmosphere of love and, you know, consciousness that we're not doing this alone. We're being inspired by the Spirit within. And we thank God for how it all came out. Okay, my name is Lawrence Oyor, and you should watch out for the train dropping on this channel, Mike Bamiloye's channel.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification button, and God bless you.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. God bless you.
Good. Hello everyone, my name is JayMikee, a.k.a. Sorry, JayMikee. So the song "The Train" is the theme song. The song "The Train" is the theme song for the movie titled